Okay. The Tyson-Paul fight is tonight. Crazy. So, what do you have a favorite in this fight? I mean, who you prefer?
Would much prefer Tyson.
Why?
Because he's older, and I like him.
Well, we're gonna get. You like Tyson? He's an interesting fellow.
He really is.
He's
yes.
gone through. He's had quite an arc, quite a life, quite a history. From abuse, arrests, being the heavyweight champion of the world, to being kind of going through a salvation, and finding himself, and his history with Cuss, was it Cuss Lamato? His trainer. Really interesting history. But anyway, he's fighting Jake Paul tonight. I am fascinated. I am so curious about this.
Yeah.
And I wish that I could tell you that I have a firm prediction. I wish that I knew more.
Me too, because we could bet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's something interesting I want to get into as well. So at roughly 8 o'clock Eastern time tonight, this will occur in Arlington, Texas. This bout between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Now, they're calling it a professional boxing match now. They were calling it
an exhibition.
An exhibition,
yeah.
Right. And George Foreman, the former heavyweight champion, is still calling it an exhibition. And Mike Tyson is saying, no, that's not true. It's an exhibition would be with 14-ounce gloves instead of 10-ounce gloves. And it would also include headgear, protective gear.
Yeah.
He said there's none of that. He said this is a fight, and it's not merely an exhibition. But let me show you something that happened at the weigh-in, I guess last night. Check this out. So this is the boxing world knows about that already. You see that? Tyson slaps him, and you're like, wait a minute, is this a setup? Is this staged? But Paul they're supposed to do their thing, their bravado, and get in each other's face and get people worked up to sell the tickets at the last minute, Get people watching. But watch what happens. What happens here is Jake Paul actually stepped on his foot, jumping up there and getting silly. And that precipitated the slap. So I think it's reasonable to assume that was a real slap. And Tyson is known for being abrupt and
Mike, can I ask?
Passionate.
The world is excited to see you one last time, perhaps. Can you just tell us the emotions, the thoughts that are going through your mind right now?
No talking. We're done.
Talking's over.
Talking's over. In his
Why did you
classic Mike Tyson style. He's not a very good actor, but you gotta love the guy. So here's my analysis of this. It has a lot to do with age and human growth hormone, and that is primarily the reason, I'm sure, why people are betting against Mike Tyson is his age.
Yep.
See,
that's why I would bet for him.
He's 20 days older than you.
Wow.
He's 58 years old. He was born in 1966, so you're both 66 babies.
Yeah.
He's 3 decades older than his opponent.
Oh, that's crazy.
He's likely producing half the level of human growth hormone as Jake Paul, which scientifically makes him the clear underdog in this fight. The main thing that I worry about is, of course, this being a death match. And I say that in all seriousness. There have been boxers that have died during matches. This guy, Musa Yemek, died in a boxing match, Turkish boxer. And this guy died during a boxing match in Russia, of course. So heart. So his heart, I worry about his heart. He's an older guy. He said he had problems after he had the vaccine. Who knows if that was connected or not? But so yeah, and worry about Tyson's heart. That would just be devastating.
Yeah.
In the boxing world, if something really bad happened, and that's how he ended his illustrious career. So let's not even think about that. So ultimately, you have a kid, a boxer who's not even 30 yet, and you have Mike Tyson, who's 4 years away from retirement. Think about that. 4 years away from drawing Social Security.
Or you can draw it at 62.
At 62, yeah. I can draw it in a matter of days. He can draw in 4 years. And this Jake Paul kid, he's built a career on being a schmuck, so I doubt just being a troubled kid and annoying, he's just, that's his shtick, man. And I would be too proud, to fight an old guy as a young guy.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be embarrassed,
Yeah.
basically. And if you win, you lose. If you,
Yeah, that's true.
like if you lose, you lose. Like how embarrassing would it be for him? He doesn't care. So
Yeah.
good for him.
Yeah.
Now here's something else amazing. This will blow your mind. Do you know what the life expectancy was in 1924? This is about 2 or 3 years before my mother was born. Guess.
68.
58.
No way.
Mike Tyson's age, 58.1. In 1924, it was 58. Oh, okay. It was 58 for women. It was a little bit younger for men.
Wow.
So you have reached the life expectancy of that era.
Wow.
Yeah, and Mike Tyson has gone past it.
God, I feel so young.
So another thing to consider
Yeah.
while you're watching this match. You're watching a kid who would have been about half the age of his life expectancy, and an old man, a guy who would already be gone,
Wow.
fighting.
Yeah.
So this is why this is one of the reasons we always love the underdog, or
Yeah.
quite often anyway.
Yep.
Polymarket is this website I've been looking at. Look at this. They've got him as a clear underdog here, and Paul is by far the favorite. You can buy Tyson for 30 cents a share, I guess, and you can buy Paul for 63 cents a share. Look, I guess you can bet against Paul for 38 cents because they think you're going to lose your money, and you can bet against Tyson for 71 cents because they think you're going to win that bet. It's like shorting a stock, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, yeah, so all of that, considering all of that, I think Tyson has a chance because Tyson is a pit bull,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like having a standard poodle, right? That's 5 years old, and a pit bull, an experienced fighting pit bull that has actually fought other dogs.
Mm-hmm.
That's say 12 years old,
Oh, God.
twice that other.
Yeah.
I think that pit bull is still going to kill that poodle.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because look, I mean, they used to call Tyson a pit bull because he's literally.
Paul would be
built-
so bummed if he knew you were calling him a poodle.
Did I just call Jake Paul a poodle? It's perfect.
Okay, I hope he doesn't see this.
All right, so the pit bull versus the poodle. So an interesting bit of history is that I was once accused internationally of being Mike Tyson's boyfriend.
Oh, that's right.
I want my boyfriend to win this fight.
Yeah, me
obviously.
too.
I'm rooting for my boyfriend.
He's our sugar daddy.
A trash newspaper. Well, it was a very, very huge newspaper in the UK. It was called
yeah.
The News of the World.
Yeah.
Some stupid writer got a hold of my pictures when we were kids in Hollywood. You and I, you
You'd
were
just
19,
gotten there,
and I
yeah.
was 22, 3, and this guy wrote a story and put me on the cover of The News of the World, and Mike Tyson holding a pigeon.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
big muscular black dude, and this this kind of wan figure of me with a little beret on, looking
Yeah.
quite rather metro.
Yes.
And it said, Mike Tyson's lover teaches him to read in exchange for whatever.
Oh my God.
I sued and I won. Well, the news of the world settled.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think Tyson could win this.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that we get this, further distraction after the presidential race.
Yeah.
Isn't it interesting, the timing?
Mm-hmm.
We just went through that, and we were like, our underdog
Wins. Yep.
And this poly market site, I was watching it very closely for days leading up to or if not a couple of weeks leading up to the election, and they predicted that Trump would win, and his shares were way up there, and then just before the election they came way down, as did his stock. And the DJT stock, it's very volatile.
Yeah.
But look, they've got Paul to win, and I think this time it could go against them, And okay, so sites like this, they really analyze the data. They do the deep dive, because could you imagine the reputation? How important your reputation is if you're like a pollster or a betting site like this. So they clearly think Tyson is going to lose, and I'm guessing, like I said, that's largely on the part of his age. So
Definitely.
would you hazard a guess or a bet? I know you like Tyson, but
Yeah.
would you bet for him?
I don't know.
Would you put $100? I'm tempted.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet for him.
I don't have a membership, but I'm tempted to sign up for this and just to bet on the underdog.
Yeah. Yep.
Not that I want to throw money away, but wouldn't that be exciting?
Yeah.
To bet on him and have him win.
Yeah.
All right, so
Agreed. Obviously.
okay, so you heard it here. We are betting on Tyson, the long shot, whose shares are 29 cents as we speak. Let's see if they've changed. 29%, 29 cents. While we were talking, no, they stayed the same.
Oh, I thought it went down from 33 or something.
Draw not scored is 9%. So they're calling it a 9% chance that it will be a draw.
Yeah, it won't
And you
be a
can
draw.
buy that for 9 cents. All right. so
Interesting.
anything else about Tyson? You remember? I mean, just so much history there. It's
Yeah.
rich.
Yep. I know he got injured by some shot.
Oh yeah,
he
yeah.
took.
He said that he said that he was injured by the COVID vaccine. He said he regretted taking it, and I don't know if he's saying he feels like that would hinder him in the fight. I don't think he's saying any of that.
No, I don't
Also,
think so either.
He had an ulcer flare up,
Oh yeah.
so they had to
this
postpone
summer.
it. The fight was on your birthday.
Yeah.
It was scheduled for your birthday this summer, and so they rescheduled it for tonight, the 15th of November, 2 days before my birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Exo Man.
So big fight. I hope you all are able to tune in, and I'm really, really curious about your comments and to hear your thoughts on this, and why you think who will win and why you think that. The kid certainly has a lot of advantages. He has Jake Paul is I think he's about 4 pounds heavier, which isn't much, but he seems to have more of a reach.
Oh, he's bigger.
He's a taller guy. He's a bigger frame, but Tyson is just that dynamo. That little, not little, but that massive ball of energy and power.
Yeah.
And man, if that connects with you,
It's got that old man strength.
you're in the hurt locker. That old man. Yeah. See, that's a funny thing.
Yeah.
I go out and I pick. Well, I did, for a while there, and I would pick the biggest Marine in the bar, and I would arm wrestle, and I would win.
Yeah.
And it was funny. It's always funny because they don't expect it.
Yeah.
And then some guy I beat one time called it. He said, "You got that old man strength." And I said, "Come on, I'll give you another shot." He was like, No, I don't want to deal with that old man strength. So Tyson, all right, we're betting on Tyson.
Yep. We are.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned. Maybe we'll have some comments after the fight. Talk soon.